Hey planners, it's Tay of Shantae Plans, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and ignore the dates at the top of the page for a moment. This week I will be planning the week of January 4th to the 10th, and I am going to realize that and turn the page before I start putting down stickers, thankfully. I'm using this gorgeous kit from Miss and Meow, and it came with some beautiful floral deco, and there were also some extras that came in my order, these little silver boxes, which are fantastic. The kit itself is foiled with silver foil, so we had our 9 full boxes. On this page we've got date covers, headers, and icons. On this page we've got lots of boxes, including her scalloped circle boxes, which I really love. And then on this page we have the bottom washi and our sidebar stickers, including the Monday through Sunday tracker, as well as 2 habit trackers. So I'm going to turn to the correct page and then start putting a little bit of white out at the bottom of the page. And so with this planner, this is the City Girl planner, and I am just trying to get used to this. This is my first time actually filming a spread in this planner, and I did do a spread the previous week, my New Year's kit, and I was trying to adjust to figuring out what it was like to plan in this planner, and I feel like everyone's kind of on a very similar journey right now. I won't say everyone. A lot of planners are on a similar journey at the moment because a lot of people shifted from using an Erin Condren planner to trying out different planners this year, myself included. And there are definitely some things that I really like about this planner, and definitely some things about this planner that are just not working for me. It is driving me crazy. Which, as you will see on, what is it, Friday or Saturday, I end up purchasing another planner, and we will talk about that when we get there. So I've placed down the bottom washi and then added date dots from Rose Colored Days to the date covers, and I am just placing those at the top. I gotta say, one of the things I am really enjoying is that the sidebar in this planner is on the other side of the page, the right side of the page instead of the left, and it's totally different for me, and I am really enjoying that because that's a really fun change. I don't know that I necessarily have a preference of it being on the right or left side. I think the fact that it's different is something that I'm just enjoying at the moment. I think if I did have to pick my preference, I think I'd probably would want it back on the other side, probably just because that's what I'm used to. So at the moment, I think I'm enjoying the novelty of it being on the right side. But anywho, I placed down a January script from Rose Colored Days, a snowflake header from Honey Inked, that moon full box, which was one of my favorite full boxes from this kit, a scallop circle from the kit to mark which week of working from home it was. In my Monday through Sunday tracker, I'll be tracking my dinners for the week, and then in these 2 habit trackers, I'll be tracking Instagram posts, and then I used a script that just said don't forget, which is basically my way of telling myself don't forget to do your physical therapy stretches. You know, I'm super kind to myself. Anywho, and then finished off my sidebar with a bind scalloped half circle from Panda Bird Design, and layered a snowflake sticker from Cami Design, as well as a floral deco piece from Miss and Meow on top of that. Moving over to Monday, I'm placing down this half box. I think I originally thought I was going to put down the full box first, but then decided I wanted the half box to go first. So I put that down, added a snowflake divider from Honey Inked, and then placed down that full box. I'm layering a work script from Nettie Designs, as well as this laptop icon from the Pretty Pink Co. I'm going to use one of the silver foiled bevel-edged quarter boxes that came as a freebie with this kit, and I'm using that to mark podcasts that I typically listen to on Mondays, but they actually didn't end up uploading a new episode that day, and so I actually ended up listening to a different podcast that day. Instead of We Bought a House, I was listening to This Podcast Will Kill You, which is a podcast hosted by 2 med students, and they discuss the biology, history, and etymology of infectious disease, which is really fascinating and interesting. But I had a meeting with my supervisor that morning, and I'd joined in on the little Google Hangouts call, and she was running a little bit late to the meeting, so I switched my screen to just do some other things, and I figured, oh, I'll just come back when I hear her voice, when I hear her start speaking, that she came into the meeting. What I didn't realize is that I had the volume completely down on my laptop, and so she joined in the meeting, and I'm listening to this podcast, and of course I'm listening to the syphilis episode, and And so she sends me just like a chat message and she's like, "Is your laptop speaking?" And I was like, "Oh my God, she can hear this podcast." And so, um, yeah, kind of a fun and embarrassing way to start my morning. And it was not that it was an issue, it's just it was like, oh my God, I really hope her 4-year-old child who's like sitting next to her doing his homework on his little computer for school is not hearing the syphilis episode. That's hard to explain. Anywho, now that I have talked over all of Tuesday, I started marking Tuesday with a scalloped quarter box for $2 Tuesday. I'm now on Sadie Sticker's PR team, so I definitely wanted to make sure I shared a $2 Tuesday post in my stories. Um, then I used a little Cross by Towie money icon to mark moving some money into savings. This little flurry of wind and snowflakes is from Sticky Soft Designs, and her shop is now closed, which is so sad, but I remember picking those up like right before she closed, and knowing I would love using them in winter spreads. They're so beautiful. I used a TV icon from Planning World to mark that I started watching Bridgerton on Netflix. So in love with this show. It is so good. And then underneath there, I used a books icon from Cross by Towie to mark that I was reviewing some questions to prep for a job interview that I was going to have coming up on Thursday. On to Wednesday, I started by using a scalloped circle box, and oh, that was to mark that we had the plumbers coming at 9 a.m. This was quite a week. So, okay, we were having an issue with the shower because it's like the water would get hot and it would be hot for like 5-6 minutes and then it would go completely cold. And so it was like, it was a crazy, and then you just would be, it would not warm back up. And so that's not a fun situation to be in the shower in the winter, let me tell you. Um, and so I sent a message to my apartment manager and just let her know we needed to have we were having an issue with the temperature in the shower, and she was like, oh, no problem, have the plumber come out. Plumber came out. He was like, there's a part on the water heater that needs to be fixed. He tried to fix it, that didn't solve the problem, and he was like, this thing is broken, you're going to need a new water heater. Okay, that was, what was that, Wednesday? This continues. Hang in there. Anyways, underneath there, I used again that laptop from the Pretty Pink Co. to mark some emails to my team, did some editing for my January dashboard video, which did go up earlier this week, watched some more Bridgerton, and then finished off Wednesday by marking an Amazon delivery with a half box. And that Amazon icon is also from the Pretty Pink Co. On to Thursday. So right now I'm using one of those like sort of beveled square boxes from Miss and Meow to mark that I had a job interview at 11 a.m. There was a new position that opened up at my company that I applied for, and so I had my interview for that position on Thursday, and I think it went really well. Thank you to everyone on Instagram. If you follow me there, you know I posted about it, and so many people sent me positive and encouraging comments and messages, so thank you so much. Also, right above that, actually marked with a scalloped half box from the kit that I wanted to follow up with my apartment manager and check on the water heater situation, which I'm glad I did because the plumber told me he was going to tell my manager that I needed a new water heater. When I texted her, she responded back by saying, oh, I'm glad you texted me because I didn't know. She thought it was done, which means the plumber did not tell her that we needed a new water heater. So I'm glad I said something. She was like, no problem. I'll have maintenance come out tomorrow and bring you and install a new water heater for you. All right, so we're not done yet with this story, but let's finish up Thursday. I used a cleaning icon from Cross by Tower to mark cleaning and organizing my office, and then finished off the day with a little sports bra icon from Miss and Meow to mark doing my physical therapy stretches. I am making such good progress with walking, you guys. I'm so happy. My ankle is healing up. Well, the bone is healed completely, and I'm just rebuilding the strength in my muscles and learning how to walk again, which is going really well. I think it was Friday that I was able to walk wearing the walking boot without my crutches for the first time, which was so exciting. It's really cool to be able to stand. And on to Friday, I started by putting down a half box, or I think this is the third box. Okay, back to the story. So maintenance comes, installs the water heater. They first have to drain the other water heater. This is quite a process. I had no idea. So he's like, we've got to drain this water heater, take that one out, and then put the new one in. He does all of this and then goes, the one we just installed, it's also broken. It's not working. You're going to need yet another new one. And I was like, oh, okay. So my apartment manager, she sends me a text message. She's like, I'm so sorry. I can't believe this is happening. This is taking such it's become like an all day project. But I'm on my way to Home Depot. We're gonna get you another water heater, and we'll have them put it in tonight. So which I really appreciated, like her willingness to just like keep going with this process, because I was like, dude, that sucks, because it wasn't her fault that they had installed a new one and that one didn't work either, or I don't know. Anywho, we did end up finally getting another new one installed on Friday evening. I think by the time it was all said and done, it was like 6 p.m., maybe like 6:30 p.m. And I think they had started this process at maybe like 11 that morning. It was a long day of them working on that water heater. Anywho, back to Friday, now that I've talked over the whole day. We'd ordered some mix tiles, which are really awesome because it's a really fun way to just like print your pictures and you just stick them to the wall, and they're amazing. And that was delivered that day. I also had to do a PR post for CD Stickers because she has some new releases coming out. I uploaded my January dashboard, and I used a Crafts by Towie YouTube icon to mark that. At the bottom, I used the cell phone icon from the kid to mark calling my dad because he had texted me to ask how my ankle was doing, and so I called to give him an update on that. On to Saturday, started by washing some towels, doing some laundry that morning, and then I placed a Whole Foods order just for some groceries. Used a change sheets script icon from White Deer Stationery, and then using a scallop circle, and that little girl in the bathtub is from the GP studio, and I just really was in need of just some relaxing me time, and I was so glad I'd set an alarm on my phone because Harriet Wright Designs was releasing her new planner, and I wanted to make sure I picked it up, and I totally forgot about it. And because I was busy doing other things, and the alarm went off on my phone, and I was like, oh, thank goodness for the reminder. Jumped right online, ordered that planner, and then went back to relaxing. On to Sunday, starting by editing and doing the voiceover for this here plan with me that you guys are watching. I used a third box to mark that, and the editing icon is from Crafts by Towie. Then I used a label sticker and an organized office icon, also from Crafts by Towie. I have tons of her icons, as you heard me repeat several times throughout this video. She makes my favorite icons, and so I use that to mark organizing my office. And then, because I am now able to actually like move around a little bit more, the very first thing I've been wanting to do is assemble my garment rack, as I got a really pretty garment rack for Christmas, and I'm so excited to put that together and set it up in my office and actually start decorating and organizing my office. My Whole Foods delivery arrived, which was great, as I'm wanting to incorporate some healthy eating and things like that. Of course, it's the beginning of the year. We're all focused on health and fitness. And then just want to spend the rest of my Sunday relaxing and brainstorming video ideas. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next video.